Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be reviewing the brand new Patrick Ta Major Skin Hydra-Luxe Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation. I just literally today saw this came out and I was so excited, so I had to grab it and try it out with you guys. So that's what today's gonna be all about. We're gonna see some details on this, then we're gonna actually try it, see what I like, see what I don't like, and then I'll let you know if I think it's worth your money. So before we get into that, please give this a big thumbs up and please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. Don't miss out on 3 videos a week. Thank you so much if you do, but if you want to see me review this product, stay tuned for the rest of the video. Okay, so we can just jump right in. I have this pulled up on the Sephora website. Just gonna summarize a few details for you guys and then we are going to try it out. I don't have anything on my face as of right now, clearly. No pore filling primer, no nothing, just like moisturizer. So I am like fully ready to try out a new foundation. So just to summarize, it is again the Patrick Ta Major Skin Hydra-Luxe Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation for Natural Glow. It goes for $58, so I would say that that's pretty up there in price for a foundation, and it's 1 ounce, so the standard size. I believe there were 30 different shades that you could choose from. I got the shade 11 golden, which I know sounds really weird. It's medium with golden undertones. So I will say one thing that I wasn't a big fan of with like choosing the shade, I feel like it went from like light with neutral undertones to all the medium shades, and none of them really matched me, I guess, if that makes sense. So there were a bunch of like peach undertones, gold undertones, olive undertones, and then it randomly went from like shade 10, which was a light with neutral undertones, to then 15, which was a golden neutral. Like there wasn't really any specific like neutral shade, so that I wasn't a fan of. And number 15, golden neutral, just seemed like it was gonna be way too dark for me, just trying to match my color on the Sephora website, so I wasn't a fan of that. I went with shade 11. I don't know if it's gonna be too light, too dark, I don't know, we will see. I'm just hoping for the best. So that was just one thing that I wasn't the biggest fan of. Like, there is a range for shades, but I feel like for us neutral undertone girls, it's kind of a big jump from one to the other, so it made it a little bit harder. So I wish that was a little different. Some of the highlights just say that it's best for dry, combo, or normal skin, which I have normal to dry skin. Medium coverage, hyaluronic acid, it's hydrating, it's a radiant finish, and it's vegan. It's a lightweight and luminous foundation with serum-inspired ingredients and a buildable medium coverage formula that boosts hydration and blurs the look of imperfections, which we will see about that. It's supposed to visibly improve elasticity and diffuse the appearance of fine lines. This formula blends beautifully with bare skin and even better with makeup. Okay, so I think it sounds really beautiful, like the fact that it's supposed to like blur imperfections. It's medium coverage, which is my favorite, radiant finish, so I feel like it's just gonna make my skin glow. I'm just a little bit nervous about the shade range, that's the only thing, and it is a little bit up there in price, so I just wish that I had a little bit of an easier time matching. But let's see what it looks like inside. Maybe I will be lucky. So here we go. This is kind of light. Maybe I could have gone with the darker shade, or maybe this isn't too light for my skin right now. I'm like in between being tan and not being tan, so I guess we'll see. Obsessed with the packaging, that's the first thing. This looks like it would be a very expensive foundation. It's glass, it's heavy. This is not like a plastic like sticker on the front. It's like, it feels like a little like plaque glued to the front of the package. It's just so pretty. Like, I would literally keep this front and center on my vanity because it is just so nice to look at. I love the rose gold like reflective top. I just love everything about the packaging. It has a pump, which I also love. Let me see on the back of my hand though. I actually feel like this is gonna be a pretty good color match to me. I'm shocked. I wouldn't say this is like too golden either. I feel like it pulls kind of neutral. So I'm very pleasantly surprised, to be honest. This is really close to my skin tone right now. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm seeing. It's super close. It does feel a little bit makeup-y to the touch, but it is so glowy and beautiful. Like, I really am a fan right now. So I want to apply and see what this looks like on my actual skin. Like I said, I have nothing on right now. I'm going to use my BK Beauty foundation brush to blend this out, and then we will talk details. So let's just get started. Okay, I just finished applying. Here is the foundation on my face with nothing else on top. This is just the foundation. So I do have some thoughts. First thing I noticed when I pumped it out, the color is light-ish. It's a little bit lighter, I would say, than the rest of my body. So I do kind of wish I went with a little bit of a darker color, but I feel like if I did choose a little bit of a darker color, it still wouldn't have matched my undertone. I think I got really lucky with the golden one being a little bit more neutral, but I think that jump from shade 10 to shade 15 would have been a little bit too much. Somewhere right in between would have been good for me, but I feel like none of those undertones would have worked. So not a big fan of the shade range for myself personally. Maybe if you're someone with a different undertone, you'll be a little bit luckier. But for me, with a neutral undertone, it was tough to pick the right shade. So I do like the result that I got. I just wish it was a little bit darker. So yes and no on that. I think it definitely did cover up everything I needed it to. I would totally say this is like a medium coverage, which is my favorite. I could see it being buildable if I needed to cover up a little bit more somewhere, but I'd rather do that with concealer, to be honest. The finish is very like glowy and radiant, so I love that. It's really pretty. I will say when I was blending it out, it felt makeup-y, and it does feel a little bit like makeup on my skin, and I feel like there's some really good foundations that have come out recently that look, obviously they give you that like flawless makeup look, but they don't feel like makeup, which I love. This one just has a little more of a makeup feel to it, but if the result is great, I can get past that, I guess. So I do really love how it looks. I don't think it's blurring anything necessarily. Like, it's not blurring my pores out. It didn't really like fill them in or anything. Like nothing, it didn't accentuate them, but it's not doing anything special for them. But so far I do like it. I want to see how it works with other makeup products though, so I'm going to put the rest of my makeup on and then I'll come back and share final thoughts with you guys. So give me 1 second and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am back. I just finished applying the rest of my makeup. I do want to start by saying, I forgot to say this earlier, but this does have a smell, like a little bit of a smell to it. And it smells slightly like a perfume, but a really nice one. It's not crazy strong. It's a little bit more on the subtle side, but I did notice it and I really liked it. I usually don't like or prefer when makeup products have a smell to them, but this one smelled really good, so I don't mind it. I did want to mention that though, just in case any of you do get really bothered by smells and stuff like that. I noticed one with this. So I really like the way that my other makeup products worked with this foundation. I don't know if you guys can see the other products on my face, but I feel like everything looks so like nice and melted together. Like my face just looks really good. Like my face of makeup looks really pretty and put together and even and everything. So I really like the way that this works with other makeup products. Super quick, super easy to blend everything together, so I love that. It does still feel a little bit makeup-y though, so that's the one thing that I'm kind of like I'm not the biggest fan of that. So I do love it. I do think that I see myself using it again and again. Like, I feel like I'm obsessed with the look of this, the packaging, the whole presentation, everything. Like, the look, I would believe that this is $58. The shade range, just for someone with a neutral undertone, is something that I wish was just a little bit better. So that was one thing I didn't love necessarily. I think if you're someone that's bothered by smells, to me this one had a little bit of a smell again, so do with that information what you will. I really like the way that it blended with other makeup products. Like, I love the finish of it. My skin is just glowing. It looks very healthy, youthful, hydrated. It covered up everything that I needed it to. Doesn't do anything special for pores. Feels a little bit like makeup, like I said. So I will say, at the end of the day, overall, I do really like it. I do see myself using it again, but I also do think if you're trying to spend $58 on a foundation, there are some other ones that might work a little bit better. Again, I really like this. I love, love, love Patrick Ta makeup products in general. Like, I will always recommend them because they're just really good quality. I just think if you're gonna be spending $58 on a foundation, there are some other ones out there that I think look and feel a little bit more worth it, in my opinion. Obviously, I can't speak to how long this wears because it's just a first impression, but I do really like the look of it. I do see myself using it again, but at the end of the day, if you're trying to be a little careful with how you're spending your money, especially if you're splurging on a higher end foundation, I do think there's some other ones out there that you might get a little bit more for your money with. So yeah, it's a yes and a no, I guess. So take what you will with that, but that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment though and let me know what you think about this one. Let me know if you think that this is worth the money or not. I love your opinions. Let me know what else you want to see from me. Give this a huge thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel, but stay tuned and I will see you guys in the next video.